Good morning friends and welcome to the pre-market view. We've seen weakness on the US markets and Nasdaq was down almost about 1%. However, the Dow was up about 0.25% as we've seen major selling pressure on the technology stocks like Facebook and few other ones. And European markets too were down anywhere from 0.25% to almost about 1%, except the DAX of the German market, which was marginally up. And when we look at the Asian markets today morning, most of the markets are down anywhere from 0.25% to almost about 1%. And our own markets continue to remain weak. And at the index level for the third consecutive session, we have seen weakness. And also we have seen some kind of a cooling off in the implied volatility, anywhere from about 5 to 7%. And now the IVs stand somewhere in the range of about 12 to 13%. Also in terms of flows friends, the FIs were net sellers in the cash market to the tune of 75 crore. The domestic institutions were also sellers to the tune of 75 crore. And in the index futures, we have seen the FIs selling to the tune of about 1395 crore. Overall, breadth of the market is okay. We are seeing some buying interest in the mid-cap stocks. But the overall index as well as certain heavyweights like banks and companies like L&T, some of the metal names, they continue to see a lot of weakness in the past 2 or 3 trading sessions. So there might be a bit of a pause around current levels, but we don't think there is a case for too much of correction, at least in the Nifty from current levels. So on that note, let me invite Sadhana to take us through important F&O clues and ideas that we can have from the F&O desk.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday Nifty started the session on a negative note, approximately 40 to 44 points down, and Nifty continued to trade with a negative during the initial number of trades. But later we have seen that WPI, after releasing of WPI which came at 5-year low, due to which Nifty bounced back from the day's low from approximately 8050 levels and bounced back sharply. Ahead of gains were seen in most of the banking stocks, and Nifty finally snapped its session with a loss of 0.93% at 8062 levels. In this period, we have seen that marginal long positions were squared out by market players, as around 64,000 shares were reduced in Nifty's futures, and Nifty future price decreased by approximately 75 rupees. On the other hand, cost of carry also decreased by 16% from 11.2% to 9.33%, and Nifty futures premium also decreased from 32 points to 20 odd levels. On the options front, PCR has decreased significantly by 5% from 96 to 0.91, which is clearly indicating in yesterday's trade we have seen that call option has added around 11 lakh shares in open interest, but we have seen that unwinding activity taking place in put option. So put option has shedded its shares approximately 27 lakh shares. India VIX was up by 7% from 12.37 to 13.26. In the options activity, we have seen that 8,300 call option has reduced its shares in open interest. That means people have squared out their positions in 8,300 call option, and 8,100, 8,200 call option has added marginal shares in open interest. On the put option, we have seen that like 8,000, 8,100 and 7,900 has reduced its shares in open interest when market was coming down, so people also have squared off their positions in put option, due to which we have seen that approximately 27% shares were reduced in 8,100 put option. There are 3 securities in bank period. One is India Real Estate, second is IRB, third is JPS Associates. And yesterday FIs were net sellers of 1,394 crore index options. They were net buyers of 925 crore index options. They were net sellers of 531 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 74 crore in stock options. A 5-day CVM stands at 8150. This might act as a stiff resistance going forward. Our lower range for the market would be 8000 and higher range would be 8150. Singapore Nifty is down by 24 points, which is at 8034. We can see again a flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let me take you through Sharekhan pre-market action, starting with actionable ideas. First of all, a long call on the oil marketing companies like BPCL and IOC. As the crude oil prices have hit 2-year low below $98 now they're quoting, which means that very soon we could have a diesel price decontrol, and that will be a big positive trigger. So one can go long on BPCL with a stop loss of 675 and a target of about 695, and IOC one can go long with a stop loss of 395 and a target of about 408. Kotak Mahindra Bank has finally got a nod to buy that 15% stake in the MCX. CCI has cleared that proposal, so that would be a positive trigger for Kotak Bank. So one can go long there with the stop loss of 1037 and a target of about 1068. Kerala Healthcare, some positive news as the company has announced that it has signed a non-exclusive licensing agreement with Gilead Sciences, which would allow the generic manufacturer to go for the distribution in 19 developing countries, including India. So one can go long on Kerala with a stop loss of 1272 and a target of about 1310. Tata Motors, the global sales of JLR has fallen by almost about 10% in the month of August. So one can short Tata Motors with a stop loss of 518 and a target of about 500. And Hindalco, Jharkhand government has shut 5 bauxite mines of Hindalco Industries. So this is definitely a big blow for Hindalco. One can short that one with a stop loss of 165 and a target of about 158. And Yes Bank, as per the sources, it's going to be deleted from the MSCI index. That would result into a sale of almost about $41 million of the Yes Bank stock. So one can short that one with a stop loss of 608 and a target of about 588. Here is a list of stocks for the day traders. Stocks with positive bias are Kotak Mahindra, PTC and Power Grid, and the stocks with negative bias are TVS Motors and Voltas. In other news updates, the government is considering to close heavy loss-making PSUs like BSNL, MTNL and Air India, and MCX SX, which is a forex trading platform, gets a conditional 1-year renewal license with SEBI, which is seeking for a business plan from them. And August WPI inflation data came in yesterday, and it actually was at a year low of about 3.74%. And the trade deficit data that came out yesterday showed that the deficit has narrowed down to about $10.83 billion. However, the export growth was muted at about 2.5%. And the government has sacked all 5 independent directors of Mangalore refinery. In other news, the Mangalore Chemicals shareholders have given some kind of a go-ahead from the CCI for Zuari's proposal to buy additional 26% stake in the company. And Deepak Fertilizers, which is also one of the contenders, has got a go-ahead from CCI for its 190 crore open offer. And in other important development, Cognizant is going to acquire Tizetto, which is a healthcare IT firm, for about $2.7 billion, which is the largest acquisition in the recent past by an IT major. So this could have some positive impact on the companies like TCS, Infosys and Wipro. So watch out for some action there. That's it from all of us, friends. Have a great trading session and see you tomorrow at the same time.